All right, questions for Coach Stevens. Start with Keith Smith.
Hi, Brad. When you have essentially 6 starters like you do, how difficult is the conversation with the one guy who's not going to be in the opening lineup most nights?
Not very difficult. Just tell them what the deal is, and everybody's just about winning.
Question in person, Rebecca Harlow.
Yeah, Coach, just with the Breonna Taylor news, your reaction to it, 1, and 2, how you navigate this with your team when you've got a basketball game to play tonight, but yet you know how much this means to your team.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously, I heard Steve Kerr say this, demoralizing news. I think that the idea of, just going into that apartment doesn't make any sense. And to have 15 rounds of gunfire fired, 5 of which hit her, and there to be wanton endangerment, which I didn't know existed before today as the charge. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I think at the end of the day, there's been a call across the country, rightfully so, for more transparency, more accountability, and just a better community relationship. And obviously, this feels like a setback to that. And at the same time, I guess the other side is you see a lot of cities and a lot of places really taking steps that should have been taken a long time ago, but at least being taken now to make sure, whether it's meeting the initiatives of the 8 Can't Wait, whether it's, committing to civilian review boards, whether it's better transparency and data, whether it's diversifying the police force even more to match that of the neighborhood, whatever the case may be. This doesn't feel good today. And so what I told the team was, I just sent them a text midday, because everybody's got their own thing that they do during the day of the game. And I just said, if you need somebody to vent to, if you need somebody to talk to, or if you want to call or get me in person at the gym, feel free.
Question in person, Tim Reynolds.
You've said many times in the bubble that whenever you get asked, there are certain basketball questions you've been asked, and you're like, there are bigger things. There are just bigger things than that. And there are. Here in this time, yes. How important is it that when this season ends, when next season starts, the same energy continues? And
I mean, I think it's why a lot of us, several organizations, almost every organization's put together some long-term, long-lasting plans in their own communities. We certainly have. I love what the Heat have done, the partnership that they're taking with the police force there in Miami, and all the different initiatives they take, how hard they fought for their arena to be a voting place. I think that we all have a responsibility to do that. We all feel like that. And, obviously, we've all learned a lot. We all have a lot more to learn, but we also have a lot more action that we all have to do. I'm looking forward to that part of it. And you're right. I mean, after the game, we're going to talk about who downscreened better and who cut better and whether or not you made a shot or two. And it's not really important in the big picture of life, but yeah.
Question in person, Rachel Nichols.
I'll keep that between me and our team.
Abby Chin.
Brad, Robin Hayward announced the arrival of Gordon's baby on Instagram. I'm just wondering what conversations you've had with Gordon, how difficult this is that he has to be away right now, and then obviously it doesn't matter, but how did the ankle come out of everything?
I think his ankle's fine right now. I don't think he's thought about it all afternoon, obviously. The baby arrived. I don't know what, I got word late afternoon, and I'll let Gordon and Robin announce the rest of that. But very, very happy to hear the news. very happy to hear that she's doing great, et cetera.
Last couple of questions. Adam Hillsbach.
Brad, we hadn't talked to you since Romeo had his surgery. Was the timing of that just because the abductor strain made it so he wasn't going to be able to come back anyway? Or
Yeah, it's going to be, Adam, it's going to be a long recovery from the wrist surgery. So, there was quite a bit of talk when it happened, like, do we just do it now? With Gordon out, the doctors all felt like he was good to play, couldn't make it any worse. But we also knew that, if something like the other day happened where he pulled the abductor, like, he's out 4 to 6 weeks anyways. It makes no sense to stick around. He needed to get that done ASAP because it'll probably bleed into next season whenever that starts, his availability, just because of the length of time that it takes for that particular operation.
Final question, Mark Medina.
Hey, Brad, because of today's ruling with Breonna Taylor case, was there any talk amongst the guys of whether or not to play tonight?
I haven't heard anything from any of the guys. I told you what I sent them in a text. Talked to a few people since I've arrived at the gym, but I haven't heard that.
All right. We'll wrap it up right there. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.